In Atlanta, GA, that's where I live, that's where I chill. Yeah. That's where I stay. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. That's where I live, that's where I chill. Yeah. That's where I stay. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, GA, I chill. Yeah. That's where I stay. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta. In Atlanta, GA, that's where I live, that's where I chill. Yeah. That's where I stay. Check it out. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta. In Atlanta, GA, that's where I live, that's where I chill. Yeah. That's where I stay. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, GA, that's where I live, that's where I stay. That's where I stay. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? Where you stay?
In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Yeah, that's MC Shy D. For all those who don't know, that's MC Shy D. For all those who don't know, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, and MC Shy D got one say, gotta be tough. Gotta be tough. So yeah, we're in Atlanta like this here all the time. This is 1000 Watts Radio. I am Joe Blaze, and we just coming out doing something a little different. Let's see what we doing, how we doing it. So what we doing and how we doing it is Mr. He Said came on yesterday and did his live. For some reason I can't see my chat. My chat is not coming up. We're gonna see, can we get my chat up, because I know y'all good people out there filing in slowly but surely, one at a time, one day, every day we grind, one day at a time, every day we grind. So he did Mr. He Said did a live yesterday, and you know, he said the cats always challenging New York about where music or hip-hop really started at. And me myself, I don't have no doubt that hip-hop was started in the North. But I love myself some, yeah, just like that. They got more chat coming up slowly but surely. Thank you for coming in, Pink. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in. Let's see. I was trying to figure out what was going on in my background, but I figured out that that MC Shadi is playing in Atlanta in the background, and that's his song, "Gotta Be Tough." So let's see. Let me open this up a little bit more just so I can be I can conversate with the people if they have any questions. Let's see. I wish I could play this low because it seems like it just keep that thing. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Shadi, in Atlanta. So he had a live yesterday. He came on. He said people always challenging New York about where hip hop started at, and like I said, I don't have a doubt that hip hop started in New York, and a lot of the music bit off of New York, or it came from like whatever beats or music. It came from the north, but also the point that a lot of the music made up in New York or wherever it was made, they got a lot of the music from the soul music. If I'm not mistaken, and I should have looked it up. I didn't have time, or I didn't think about it. But a lot of the beats that was made upstate New York, wherever, they was sampling James Brown. They were sampling James Brown. Mind you, my man James Brown is straight out of Macon, Georgia, about an hour and a half from Atlanta. So they was sampling James Brown. Let's see, who else we got. So I know to me it's all mixed up gumbo. It's all to me, it's all together. It comes all together. But there's no doubt that a lot of music came out of New York. This rapper that I first played, MC Shadi, and I don't even want to play him first, but I'm gonna play him first so I can connect it. So MC Shadi is out of New York. This song he dropped. I pray to God, it don't matter if I get hopefully I don't get a strike. I don't want a strike, but hopefully they let the music play. But I'm gonna try to play it, and hopefully it'll give you an idea what I'm talking about. Shadi is from New York. I don't know what part, but he's from New York. He said it in his rap, but he said he lived and he stayed in Atlanta. As you can hear, this is him rapping. And when I'm not gonna play this song yet, but when this song come on, you'll hear it. But I'm gonna play another song so you can understand. Even the brothers from up north was coming down south. I think they might have went to Magic City over there, and got hooked on them girls over there in the club, and they were like, "Oh my Lord, now I understand." Now I understand. I know now. Let's see. Let me see. Can I pull it up real quick? I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be casting, but I'm gonna try to get my point across that Atlanta been contributing to the rap game, always have contributed. It just so happened that a certain point we had our time to shine, and we pretty much locked the game down. We elbow people out, even though it's a lot of rappers that came out that didn't really have lyrics. What's up, 18? My team, thank you for coming in, sweetie. It's a lot of cats that didn't have the lyrical skills that came out, and just all they needed was a hook and a beat, and it was gone. So, but let me play. I was gonna play D-Rock first, but I'm gonna play D-Rock second because I want to connect the New York and the Atlanta deal. So let me put Shadi on hold, and let me bring up the Shadi. I think this one is Shadi.
Yo, come here, man. One question for you, brother. Who is this kid, Shadi? I was listening to the radio.
Can y'all hear that? Can y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear that? I want to make sure y'all can hear it. If I need to turn it up, do anything, just put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna give y'all about 5 seconds. I don't know how far I'm lagging or whatever the case. But again, this is Shadi, and I think this was this DJ who did this beginning skit, and he was like he was from New York, somewhere upstate. I could just tell the dialect the way he was pronouncing his words and the way he was saying certain stuff. So let me see. Yo, G Honda, what the business is, my bro? What it do? What it is? What it's gonna be? All right, let me go ahead and play it again. Let me see. Okay.
Yo, cuz, come here, man. Tell me, I got one question for you, brother. Who is this kid, Shadi? I was listening to the radio, man. I heard this Pink Panther. Don't. I'm
gonna stop it again. I'm gonna let it roll out, but I want to make sure y'all can hear it. Put a 1 in the chat if you can, if you will. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know. This was back in the late 80s, maybe early 90s, maybe like 89, 90 somewhere in there. This dude was using kid back then. Yo, who is this kid? Like, we never used that, like, kid, son. We never used that down south. But listen.
Yo, cuz, come here, man. Tell me, I got one question for you, brother. Who is this kid, Shadi? I was listening to the radio, man. I heard this tune. It sounded like the Pink Panther. Don't. This kid was doing the wildest scratching, the wildest rapping. I'm like, yo, this is Def number 3. And it came back, cuz, with don't. I'm like, yo, man, I'm thinking I'm watching TV or what? This is Def, man. Who is this kid, Shadi?
Homeboy, before I cold bug out, let me tell you right now, I'm Shadi. Yeah, I made the record The Pink Panther and Fred Sanford. But let me tell you right now, all that is for the new Funky Fresh record company, Luke Skywalker, and I'm about to cold bug out and get ill, and it goes like this. Thing I say, you know, is buff. I'm Shadi, and I gotta be tough. This beat is fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
This that Pink Panther.
Be coming up to me and say that rap will die, because that is something that you can't deny. The beat is so funky, it makes you move your feet, and the rapper comes on and get you out your seat. He makes you wave in the air, and the DJ cut the beat like he just don't care. You're all out. Come on, shake it. Come on, shake it. Come on, shake it.
This one is called Shake It.
Come on, shake it. Come on, shake it.
What's up?
MC Shadi.
Yeah, baby, my name's Shadi. What's up?
Well, I was wondering, do you drive Mercedes Benz?
Nah, baby, I'm sorry. I got a Cadillac. Yo, Toon.
Yo.
I can tell him?
Yeah, tell him.
Sure?
Tell him.
You want me to?
Yeah.
I can do it?
Do it.
I can do it right now?
Right now. Get loose.
I tell
Tell
him.
him.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to rock it then. I'm not upset. I'm not James Bond. I don't got a Corvette. Just a fresh Cadillac with the boot on the back. You know for a fact. I'm Dominator and suckers can't hang. In the room with 3 fellas gang. DJ Toon, Mike Fresh, and my cousin LC.
I'm gonna stop it right now, cause he kept saying DJ Toon, DJ Toon, DJ Toon. I know a lot of y'all didn't catch that. Let it just slip right over y'all head. I know G Honda in here talking about some Outkast. Yeah, cool. Outkast awesome. I love Outkast. I love AT Aliens. The rest of the songs was cool. I know everybody loved that Aquemini so much. You know, I thought Aquemini was cool, but that for me it was ATLiens. But anyway, let's get back. He said DJ Toomp. He said DJ Toomp like maybe. He said it a bunch of times. DJ Toomp. Connected. DJ Toomp is T.I.'s cousin. Now I might be wrong, but that's what I heard. So you know, I'm just as I say allegedly. So that's one reason. Like. Cats go back in the game. DJ Toomp go way back in the game. So let him finish.
It's now in effect. And we came to rock the house, so all your bums have had it. Don't roll on us if you got static. Cause me myself, I'm going for broke. Don't play me for a sucker, I ain't no joke. And I'm hard in Atlanta, GA. That's where I live, that's where I chill. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. I live in East Decatur. I'm coming off now, but I'm out of here later and be on my way to make some dough. Yeah, I know Daryl and I also know Joe, but the subject now is MC Shy-D, and the people all over wanna know where I be. New York in the cold drinking Fanta, but cooling down south where it's hot in Atlanta, and cooling with the ladies every day. And
it skipped. Let me go back. I'm gonna have to go back. It skipped. I think it skipped, but let me play it again. I'm gonna go back.
Fanta, but cooling
right
down
here.
south.
Let's see.
I live in Atlanta, but the county's Decatur. I'm coming north now, but I'm out of here later and be on my way to make some dough. Yeah, I know Daryl and I also know Joe, but the subject now is MC Shy-D, and the people all I be. Not in New York in the cold drinking Fanta, but cooling down south where it's hot in Atlanta and cooling with the ladies every day and night.
You heard it? Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. He said he was. Now he don't be in New York drinking Fanta. He said he be down here in the South where it's hot. In Atlanta. Okay. MC Shy-D, I feel you. You gotta be where it's hot at. You know? So that's the connection. MC Shy-D. Definitely load that out. It definitely set it off. I get it. Like I said, I don't deny that New York started a lot of trends. Like even if I let me see, can I get this? Let me see, can I get this Shy-D pulled up? Y'all give me 1 second. Let me go to my scene. Look at this right here. I'm gonna pull his let's see. I'm gonna pull this up. This is Shy-D. And a lot of the styles and stuff from it was from up north. If I can get it to pull all the way up. Let's see. No, I can't get it too. Let's see. Let me see, can I get it to do right? Y'all hold on, give me 1 second. We're gonna get it right. Okay, let me kill this chroma key, because what it is, that chroma key, and now boom, there it is. Boom. There it is. You see that outfit? Y'all see that outfit? That's that that's 3-stripe jogging suit, shell toe Adidas with the gold chain. And believe me, you can't see it. Believe me, I'm gonna say it again, you can't see it. But that is absolutely a Kango on his head. That is a Kango on his head. Please believe it. So let me get Shy-D off the screen. But yeah, doing this thug thizzle, put it right here. There you go, Shy-D, sit right there. You cool with me, bro? Let's see. There you go. In Atlanta. Boom. There you go, Shy-D. Sit right there. You the man. Anyway, so that's Shy-D. And he's from New York, but he came out repping the A. But I got a gentleman that I'm gonna introduce to y'all, and I'm gonna say introduce to y'all because if you're not from Atlanta, if you're not from that particular era in Atlanta, you never heard of this dude. Even if you're from Atlanta or from Georgia, you probably never heard of this dude. He probably spent on 103 for a little while, but I'm quite sure, I'm 100% sure that he probably didn't go nationwide, or even for that matter, he might have went region wide, but not. But probably just not nationwide, maybe the region wide, but he definitely was like in Atlanta, like local legend or whatever the case. So let me see, let me drop Shadi. Let me drop Shadi. I should have did it like this. Maybe that would have took it out. Yeah, that would, I think that, yeah, that definitely took him out. But let me do that too. Let me see now. All right, let's go to the Atlanta, and we're gonna go to A1, and this gentleman name is D-Rock. D-Rock. Who rock? D-Rock. Let's go.
Set the blaze, the trail blaze, man, and stuff game. So I appreciate you, man.
So definitely, shout out to you, man. Like you say, we want to give you roses. We want to let everybody know who the original D-Rock, right? We want the reason why D-Rock spell his name D-R-O-C, because it was already a D-Rock, R-O-C-K. So it's a reason why. So we wanted this being Atlanta rap history. We got to bring you the history. We got to let you know the beginning, where it started at, where it first came from. And like you said, this was 1987. So y'all think back on that. 1987. The hottest song in the A was D-Rock, Who Rock, Who Rock. When I made the intro, I put up, when it said D-Rock, I put up D-Rock thinking I knew it was the D-Rock, but I was wrong. That's not the D-Rock that RAHEEM the Dream is talking about on that.
So this is what I did, because when I was going through finding these rappers or artists, I started seeing them reference each other. So RAHEEM right here, he's a Atlanta rapper too. He actually Atlanta rapper that put you in the mind. Like Master P took some notes from him because he was local. He didn't have like a big machine or a big deal behind him. He did everything out the trunk. RAHEEM was like, had his own label. RAHEEM was all self-made, like doing it himself. Like everything he did, he pocketed. It was all RAHEEM. But let's go back to D-Rock. D-Rock was very, very famous in Atlanta. He even mentioned, I think in his next part I'm about to hit play again, he even mentioned Montel Holmes, which was one of my little cousins stayed at Montel Holmes, and we used to be up there a lot, chilling out, kicking around Washington Circle and East Point. And for the people who from that era, they know who and what I'm talking about. So Warren Lee, that's my cousin, he loved D-Rock, and I think Big Charles was the one who was like fronting the money. I'm not sure. That part I'm not sure about, but I think on the album cover it had Charles on there, and Charles, I think he was his actual producer of a lot of the stuff. But D-Rock Let me slide it back a little bit so we can get D-Rock on stream, because Raheem is actually coming up next. So it was a segue into Raheem, but we're gonna go back to D-Rock now. So there's D-Rock right there on the left, and he's the one who put that song out. Who rocked that? Who rocked this motherfucker? D-Rock this month. I mean, it went crazy in the club, which I wasn't in the club, but I already know because it was on the radio, and it was just going crazy, like in Atlanta. So D-Rock was like one of the older artists, like what, 19, let me see, I think it had on there, I think it had on the album, but it was like 1987 maybe, something like that. But D-Rock was hitting hard. I had some more artists and I might save it for another time, but I just wanted to come in and drop the ones that I was able to cut up real quick. And I don't know, maybe keep it going, because there's a lot of people that don't know that Atlanta has history. People don't realize it and don't know, but Atlanta has some history. The history did not start with Outkast. The history did not start with Jermaine Dupri. Definitely not him. The history did not start with Ludacris. The history did not start with who else? The Migos. The history did not start with these individuals. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. It was cats out here doing it long before they was. They may have not got the notoriety. They may have not sold platinum or all this other stuff, gold, silver, or even wood. But they was on the grind long before these people was. But Raheem, let's hold on for a second. Let's finish. Let's let them finish up.
Put up when it said D-Rock, I put up D-Rock thinking I knew it was the D-Rock, but I was wrong. That's not the D-Rock that Raheem the Dream is talking about on that song. He's talking about a whole nother D-Rock, the original D-Rock.
Who rock this motherfucker? D-Rock this motherfucker. Who rock this motherfucker? D-Rock this motherfucker. Goddamn, I feel like I wanna go off. I'm hard like cement. I could never be soft. Damn jams to the public is what we produce. Y'all get on the floor and all shit get loose.
We got it right tonight, baby.
We got it right tonight.
I'm telling you now.
All right, we finna get ready to go into Raheem. So I think that record said 1987. Y'all don't hold me on that, but I'm gonna go back and look, and I would do it right now, but I know it's gonna give me some static, but I'm gonna go back and check it out. This next cat is Raheem. I don't know if anybody ever heard of Raheem the Dream. Raheem the Dream is known for his dance music, and his hooks, simple yet catchy. Caught me on a couple of them. I'm like, once I heard it, I was like, yeah, that's that dance music, dance. So let's get into Raheem the Dream. Big ups. Like I said, this man didn't have no machine behind him. Most people had a machine behind them. If they didn't have a machine, they had their partners who was the local pharmacists. Let me keep it clean. Local pharmacists who had plenty of money and they was just dumping money. But Raheem did that thing, like grind, like getting into it, making albums, doing shows. And I used to think Raheem had artists. And I think, what's his name? I'm gonna look it up. I think it was Mystical. But we'll see. Let's go, Raheem. Let's go.
Hey, yo. Hey, we on. Did that remix, right? All right, let's go. Bend over, show the work. 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 Shoot that booty up, girl. Cut off shorts and tennis skirts. The most beautiful girl in the world. The most beautiful girl in the world.
I had to stop this one real quick. That sound like house before house was house. The way the beat do. That sound like house before house. Man, he got the 808 in there too. Let's go.
I just wanna love you, baby.
We wear short shorts. We wear short shorts. If you dare wear short shorts, we wear short shorts.
This for the girl with the short, so check it. One for a little bit.
Yeah. Raheem had so many songs, man. To me, the way this beat going and the way it's rocking, this was like the Atlanta music. This was Atlanta music. If you heard anything else, wasn't really Atlanta. This is Atlanta music right here. The way it hit, the way it's moving, made got you. This is Atlanta music right here, right here. This is the pinnacle of Atlanta music.
Hell no. Not no begging again.
Y'all hear that beat? Dun, dun. That's that Planet Rock. Dun, dun. That beat is Planet Rock. He finna come in and do something else to it.
Man, here we go.
You'll pay my rent.
Hell no.
You'll buy me a drink.
Hell no.
You'll take me shopping.
Hell no. Hell to the no. Can I use your Visa?
Hell no.
Can I answer your phone?
Hell no.
Can I get with your friends?
Hell no. Hell to the no.
What
Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. As Bowinkle would say, Bishop Bowinkle would say that. He would say hell to the no. So yep, that's Raheem. And that last song, not the last song, but the song before the last one, that was the typical Atlanta genre, what we call booty music or dance music, club music, stripper music. That's the typical Atlanta sound. I don't care what you heard before, like a certain point in history, like I think Outkast came in like 92, 93. That wasn't what was hot. Like what Raheem was doing right there, that was like a big thing. Like Raheem was spinning on the radio too. He was not only in Atlanta, he was down in Florida too. So I can say he was regional. He was big regional. Like I said, I don't know if y'all ever heard of any of these rappers. I know a lot of people don't heard of Shadi because, like I said, Shadi was from New York, and his big thing was he signed with Luke, and this was right when Luke was going crazy. Like everybody loved Uncle Luke. So yeah, Raheem was doing this thing big. So that's my memory of Atlanta. I don't know how other people remember it or how other people think about it. Again, I tell y'all that the history did not start with Outkast. The history did not start with Young Dro. The history did not start with T.I. It didn't even start with Outkast and none of these other people. It didn't start with them. It didn't even start with them at all. It was long before them. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I heard them gentlemen talking, and they were talking about somebody that, like, was doing it from the 70s. I'm like, what? Yeah, but you know, a lot of times they didn't have music, and I wish I would have. I got a clip, but it's on my phone, and it was Aunt Esther, Leroy and Skillet, they were from probably Mississippi, because they was country as hell, but they would go to these juke joints, and the juke joints, they would dance, and they would listen to blues and stuff, blues lounge, whatever the case. And Aunt Esther, Leroy and Skillet, if y'all know anything about those three individuals, Aunt Esther was on Fred Sanford. Leroy and Skillet was on Fred Sanford too, but they came in every now and then. A lot of people didn't know that Red Fox was he was mainstream, but Red Fox was dirty. He was a dirty old man. He was filthy, because Aunt Esther, she was nasty as hell too. This particular track I heard them talking on was wild. They was talking nasty as hell. Like, they was, don't let your kids ever hear that. Like, and this was had to be in the 60s, maybe the 50s. It was one of the two. And it might have been the 70s, but I'm thinking like 60s, between 60s and 70s. They was talking cash to each other. And it was like no music, but they was rhyming. It was almost like spoken word with no music. But, and matter of fact, tell you this is another. You can look it up for yourself. If you ever want to hear Aunt Esther on a track, go listen to some Luke. Go listen to some Luke. He had her, because she was so nasty, he had her on some of his tracks. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull Uncle Luke up. Uncle Luke is South. He Florida. Broward, Dade County, I think. But they down that way. So I'm going to pull him up, but I'm going to pull the part up where he actually used her vocals. Where she was saying stuff like, it's the world's biggest, no matter, just don't bite it. It's the world's biggest, no matter, just don't bite it. Like, wow. She was moaning and stuff. She had like moans, and she was moaning. So, but the clips I heard, I was like, wow, okay, that's what we doing. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it, man. So in Atlanta, I got one more, and then matter of fact, we're gonna go out on this. It ain't that long. It's a short clip. I've been here for 37 minutes, 22 seconds, and this is my tribute to Atlanta. And this was brought on by my twin, Mr. He Said. Shout out to my boy. Appreciate you. Cause I ain't had nothing to do. I don't be having nothing in mind. I can't talk. I don't feel like I'm just that talkative when it coming down to today's subject, because I just be looking at it like it's just almost like a circle. Sometimes it's just a circle jerk. And sometimes I don't even feel comfortable talking about it. Sometimes I do. Only if I can relate my experiences to what's going on out there, then I'll probably be okay. But if I can't really relate, then I'm gonna look like a damn potato on the cast on the set. So let me pull this last one up, and I can't do Atlanta without dropping this dude. And I know y'all think I'm finna drop some Outkast. I know y'all think I'm about to drop some Goody Mob, CeeLo Green. I know y'all think I'm finna drop some Young Dro, some T.I. I know y'all think I'm finna drop them. Nope. This cat right here, for all intents and purposes, you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to meet this cat, cool cat, everyday cat, and you know, he was the dude. Probably didn't get nowhere. He probably didn't get nowhere. People didn't know him, but we in Atlanta kind of like recognize him more so than other people. But let me go ahead and drop my man in. And this will be the last video, but I may come back after him so I can talk about him and see. He don't need no introduction for those from Atlanta, but for those who not in Atlanta, this gentleman name is Shawty Low. Hold up. That's how it be when you struggle streaming. Let's go. All right, here we go. My bad. Shawty Low.
What are all these people doing behind you?
Come on, baby. That's my theme music. Every good should have some.
Shout it low. I got paid. Hold on for a second. Let me see something. They know that beat goes so hard. That 808 was hitting. Had them horns like this. He had the horns going like the little kids. Well, not the kids, but the high school kids. They kids us. Had them doing that little step. I'm like, okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, good people. I appreciate everyone coming in. Let me see if I can see my and I'm gonna shout out everybody who came through. If you didn't do nothing but hit that like button, I appreciate it. You know, most of my mods came through. Pink was the first one in. Thank you, Pink. I appreciate it. Thank you, sis. 18, my team. I appreciate you, sis. And then my boy G Honda came through, dropping, telling everybody hit that like button, man. Then he gonna try to shout out Outkast. No, man. We doing the people who ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't never heard of these people, man. Everybody know Outkast. Everybody know Outkast from the 8. Don't nobody know D-Rock. Ain't nobody probably never heard of Raheem the Dream. Nobody, you know what I'm saying, probably ain't really had, Shadi ain't really had that much love, you know what I'm saying? Who know about Shawty know? They know. You know what I'm saying? We know. Now they know. So yeah, shouts out to all the Atlanta originals, like D-Rock. I think the next one I'm gonna do, because I got him on deck. If this episode actually do something, even if it don't do something, I'll probably come through and do something, just kind of like keep my game tight, so because I ain't been in here in a while. So what's it? Sammy Sam the Hit Man. They got Sammy Sam the Hit Man. Y'all, I don't know if y'all ever heard of. Then you got the Hard Boys, who we used to love, because Hard Boys came out right around time Rap-A-Lot hit the scene. So we were like, okay, let's go. Or not Rap-A-Lot, but Straight Outta Compton, NWA. I don't know how I couldn't think of their name. But yeah, so let me see who else. See, every time I seen somebody, they kind of like made me think about other people. Then you got Straight From the Deck, DC, Straight From, y'all probably don't know, Straight From the Deck. You use that Al Green, Lay Your Head on My Pillow. But like I said, that's some Atlanta music y'all probably ain't never heard of, but you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, it is not just Outkast, and they in Atlanta is definitely not Jermaine Dupri. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Dallas Austin might have some pull, you know, because I know he dealt with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? He was all over the place, but I'm not finna get that dude no love like that, bro. Not on my channel. Like, so that's what it is. But man, I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do nothing else, tell somebody you love them, man, because, you know, we don't know how long we got out here on this earth. I am Joe Blaze. This is 1000 Watts Radio, and I do represent the A. Tell them, D-Rock. I mean, I'm sorry, Shadi.
In Atlanta, GA, that's where I live, that's where I chill. Yeah. That's where I stay. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Where you stay? In Atlanta, in Atlanta.